Hey guys, it's John and Pam coming to you as always unscripted. We kind of wanted to give a little bit of an update. You know, everybody's like text messages and phone calls. Thanks for checking on us. Everybody's like, what in the world are y'all doing? So we thought maybe we'd take a minute to tell you what we're doing. We're currently 30 miles off the coast of Florida. Cut up from behind the Everglades, and we're about 50 miles from Marco Island, so heading that way. And I'm watching radar while we're easing on the water. We got a boat about 5 miles away from us, pretty much heading the same direction we are though. So yeah, so what's going on? You know, I don't, there's a lot of stuff that people don't know about me and Pam, and we don't talk about our lives too much. Well, maybe I talk more than you do. But you know, actually both of us have been full-time working since we were 16 years old. Both of us come from different walks of life, but you know, hard working since we were 16. That's going on 40 years ago. Not to give away our age or anything, please. But you know, a lot of people don't even realize it. Going on 19 years old, Pam had taken a job managing apartments. They literally transferred her out of state, running a 250 unit complex, managing apartments, before she was 20 years old. She's 19. So yeah, so we've been in leadership roles for a number of years throughout my time with the police department, and then, you know, coming now with Southern Protection. And yeah, over the past year, yeah, we've kind of taken a step back. I mean, a lighter load on the work side. We've got a leadership team now that's just out of control. Just
yes, very much so. Thank you.
Absolutely hitting it on every mark. You know, we had our conference call this morning while we was going across the water, and you know, sales are up. The company's larger than it's ever been. The growth is still there. My gosh, we're
very blessed.
Very blessed. Very blessed. So yeah. So with a little bit of that step back, you know, us, we're always kind of looking into getting into stuff. And I don't know, I guess middle of last year, I just happened to come across a YouTube video of a younger couple that had completed what's called the American Great Loop. It's a little bit over 6,000 miles of waterway taking up the eastern seaboard of the U.S. And I was like, man, that would be just about the coolest thing in the world. So as normal, you know, I dove right in. I started going through every type of YouTube video I could, just trying to learn anything and everything I could about it. My fishing tournaments were in full swing. You were in full swing as always. You were in the middle of moving our corporate office. So I mean, it was
a lot going on.
Yeah, that wasn't really the time.
It wasn't the time.
It wasn't the time to introduce it. But you know, 3 or 4 months ago, things started calming down, and you know, and after learning everything I had learned about it,
he started sharing videos with me.
Yeah.
To get me excited about it, because I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't know if you were gonna get excited.
I didn't know. We had planned a couple of other big trips that it wasn't working for me for whatever reason. I was not feeling those trip vibes at all until that video that you were telling me about.
Yeah.
For the American Loop, and I was like looped on it. I said, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know.
I said that's going to be more expensive than your fishing hobby.
Yeah. Exactly. So you know, so we started looking for boats, and you know, and coming into the middle of summer, you know, we kind of decided on a boat. Started looking at 20 of them, just getting on it and trying to figure out, you know, what do we want to do, this, that, or the other. So last week we bought a boat. So
we bought a big boat.
A big boat, yeah, a big boat. So we did a little introduction the other night. It is we have named it the Pamela D.
So original.
Pamela D.
But we looked at other boat names. We looked at other boats on the back of their boat, what their boat name was. We came up with a lot of stuff, and we had some really, 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 really great ideas that would work. And then we had some really crazy ideas that would never work.
You talking about names?
Yes.
Yeah, good job there, Polito. Yeah, good job.
Oh, there was a couple of others, but
yeah, there was a couple others,
but so then we decided, I don't know, I just said it out loud, and we were like, that would look nice on the back, and that's what we went with.
Yeah, but let's be honest though. The first name we came up with, someone actually hit it.
Yeah, they did.
They hit it. So we asked you guys for suggestions.
Yes.
Shout out Jeff Bernard.
Yep.
Jeff and Tanya both submitted names. Jeff Bernard, you hit it. We were going to call the boat the Water Spa.
Water Spa.
The Water Spa. That's what's going to be the name. So you get credit for the name. We got a little care bag for you. We're going to get to you. You did hit it, and love you guys, and can't wait to see you guys again. But after you named it, we thought and
started looking at stuff, different things, and it was like
there's a lot of things on the name. Yep. I mean, you know, we were literally labeling this thing McFry. Shout out to McFry, thank you so much. Putting a tag on this thing. You know, there's implication when you name a boat. You know, I'm literally calling out the bridges. I'm calling out the Coast Guard.
Well, we couldn't purchase without a name.
Yeah,
we couldn't insure it without a name.
Oh my gosh,
you gotta have
insurance.
A name.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of things you couldn't do. It's not like your house address, I guess. Maybe I don't know, but it's like your house address.
Yeah. So, you know. So we did change it, and we're to the Pamela D. So let's talk about that insurance for a minute. Here's the kicker. We bought a boat. Yeah, we bought a boat. Here's the problem. I've never owned anything this big. We've never owned anything this big. Mm-hmm. And with boat and yacht insurance, it is totally different. It is totally different. So let's just go over a couple of key problems. Day one, minute one. We have no insurance. We have
it's like a
no
car.
insurance.
You have to have insurance on your car before you can drive it.
And I have no insurance because they wouldn't insure a bigger boat on someone, even though I've boated, you know, a large portion of my adult life. Mm-hmm. They would not give me insurance. I had to have X amount of hours with a captain. So the first 2 or 3 days, we're getting burnt up on, you know, training and now having a boating background. I think I was a little bit more advanced, but you know, he got on to me a couple of times.
You have to get systems training first, and then actual training, physical training, driving it, and then I got knot tying training.
You got knot tying training, yeah. You know, because when you're on a boat this big, you got to work together. I've watched so many videos. They said if you got a strong marriage, this is going to make it stronger. If you got a bad marriage, you don't need to be buying a boat. So, and truer words, we already found that we need to communicate a little bit more on movement and things like that, because you're on a moving house, you know. And I'm kicking it. I'm letting you know that a brother's fixing to put it in gear.
Because I said, hey, a good idea would be when you like hit it and you go forward really, really fast, and I go backwards while you're going forwards. Why don't you stop for a second and go, hey, we're ready? I thought it was a very nice way of saying that.
I thought the engine's running.
And he actually did it.
Everybody should have known.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
At any moment.
Anybody that's watching this that knows John knows. Everybody else should have known what he's thinking. Thank God we don't. But that's his take on life. Everybody should know what he's going to think at least 10 minutes prior to the thought comes to his head.
Well, you guys know, as always, rule number one, we are unscripted. We do not, we just say what's up. There won't be any editing here. So, you know,
we don't have time.
What we do is what we say. If I mess up and say something wrong, I'll just have to say scratch that and say something else. So that will be number one rule of PBJ Adventures, is that it's not going to be a lot of editing. This is going to be just some short, quick videos, and it is coming from the heart. It's unscripted, 09 yards. Second problem with insurance. We had 10 days to be out of the state of Florida. So the way boating insurance works, if your boat is not registered in Florida, you can't be here during summer. They're in hurricane season. And by the way, we had a Cat 5 hurricane coming toward us.
Summer or winter?
Summer, you cannot be here during the hurricane season.
Hurricane season's
June 1 to November 1, November 15, if you're not registered in Florida, you can't be here. So if you ever look up the Great Loop or anything like that, you'll notice a lot of boaters, they're all up in Canada right now. That's where they kind of spend during the summer, and then during the fall, they're coming down the river system. And then November, December, they're ready to break that
And we were just in Canada because John had a fishing tournament on St. Lawrence River, and we got out on the water. It was absolutely gorgeous, and there were big boats
Great Loop boats everywhere. I said, my gosh, we're seeing 10 a day.
Yep.
And then you kind of think, well, yeah, because they're making the loop, and this is the summer.
And they have their
that's
flags.
Where they are.
They have flags. You have American Great Loop flags that you put on your boat when you're ready to start. And so that's how you distinguish who's doing the loop versus who's there, leisurely.
Yeah.
But that was good to see.
So two major issues right there. Why get a boat now when I'm in the middle of fishing? It's prep. It's prep. You can't get a boat this size and just think you're going to jump on it. Well, you can't do what we did. Jump on it and go.
Right.
Because I got 10 days. We got 10 days to get out of the state of Florida. But you're not supposed to do this. So we are... I told somebody last night, this is either fixing to be the final chapter or the first chapter, one or the other. So we are taking it slow. We are looking at what we're doing. I mean, we're up at night plotting our course for the next day.
Yep.
We're trying to head toward the Gulf and get out as fast as possible.
Weather, winds, high tides, low tides, all of that plays a big, huge part. And we knew it. But it's different knowing it versus knowing it and have to abide by it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Because everything's on a timeline. Like we left early today. We left at like 7:30 because the tide was higher in order to get out and about. We've had to reroute already once because of time restrictions, which is no big deal. We're prepared to do that, but it's not like, oh, it's going to take me 30 minutes to get to Publix and you get there in 28 minutes every single time. That's not how this works.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. And once again, just so everybody knows, we're on autopilot and we're 30 miles off the coast. So yes, no one's driving the boat, but we can clearly see. You can't see it on camera, but we can clearly see.
Yeah.
I'm watching radar right now. I got a boat that's now 5.5 miles away. It is what it is.
We're responsible.
So, well, if this is what we're going to do in my fishing, Skylar's still got another year of school. This is her senior year, things like that. So it's going to take us a year to, when you go around Canada and you're running these rivers, anybody that's familiar with the TVA system, you have to go through locks and dams. So on the loop, there's over 150 locks. There is a lock that literally lifts your boat up out of the water and takes you over land and puts you back in the water. So we have got to train. We have got to love each other more, hug each other more, scream at each other more.
It's gonna be crazy.
And so we've got to train. So we're taking this year that Skylar's still in school. We're gonna make a run up the Arkansas River, see the grandkids. We're gonna play on the TVA. But we're training. The Browns are going into training. We're gonna try to take care of Pamela D here, and she takes care of us, and we're gonna learn what we're doing. I'm used to getting in a boat, running 70 miles an hour, and catching a green tail. We're now going to chase an adventure. The Great Loop is literally, as part of its logo, is a high adventure, low risk. Yeah. So it's mostly made up of the ICW, the Intercoastal Waterway, and river systems coming down the east.
But what you get to see along the way, and adventures you get to do. And
if it's anything like what we've seen already.
We've already seen sharks and dolphins, and I know that a lot of y'all are probably like, oh, okay, great, you're out in the water, but it's a little bit different.
It's different
right now.
It's different, and you're 18 feet in the air.
Yeah. Up
on the fly bridge as well. So it is different. I tell you, it's nice being inside in the AC in the afternoon, and driving from inside. But up top, it's definitely different. So we wanted to also announce PBJ. PBJ Adventures has been out for a couple of weeks. We've started putting some videos out and everything. And so why are we doing PBJ Adventures? We're going to invite all of our friends to follow us, but I'd like to keep our personal profiles more family oriented. Kids, grandkids, our grandkids always have accomplishments if they're not sick. I'm sorry, Tori, I was just playing. But but you know, we always want you know, interact with our children, grandchildren, kind of a little bit more personal, fishing, things like that. Pam with Skylar and everything, and we're going to move some of the more stuff that we're doing as a couple and travel and stuff like
travel
that
page, basically,
over to more of the PBJ Adventures, and that way it just kind of keeps us planted. We're not under a stress to create a video every time we open the back door of the boat and, you know, and see an awesome view. You know, we're not under that pressure, and we can leave our personal pages to be what we're involved in and doing today, this, that, or the other. We'll tag from time to time, but again, we invite all of our friends, follow us, PBJ Adventures, on Facebook.
The big to-do is we want you to go with us.
Yeah, definitely.
And we want you to see what we see, and we're going to try our best
and share experiences. Yes. They may have already been there.
Exactly.
You know,
if you know of somewhere along the way, hey, please let us know.
Yeah.
We're gonna we will also share, like other people do, the good as well as the bad. You know, suggestions on how to do things better, so that we can get comments out there to other people that are doing the same, that, you know, may not watch certain videos or may not watch certain people. So, you know, we want good and bad, and thank you in advance for that, because we want you to be a part of it, because we are getting ready to see some pretty good
cool stuff
God has granted us with.
The Tennessee Valley, Tennessee River, between Counts, Tennessee, Pickwick area, all the way up through Chattanooga and everything. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That is simply God's country, and being able to go up on the river and, you know, go out for the weekend, inviting some friends out, whatever. We want to see everyone.
Yes.
We just want to enjoy it, and we want to have a good time. Until January 27. When are we doing the loop? December, January of 27. We got to get with the group and make it. Yeah.
From now to then, but we have some other engagements that we are committed to, such as our Labor Day party that we are excited about. We have, you know, Skylar
Freebird Atlanta, baby.
She's a senior this year. We've got some other stuff coming up that we just need time. We don't want to rush it. There's no reason to rush this, I don't think. I want to talk about that. So we want to give you guys a tour of the boat, but understandably, we've only been on it 2 days. So we're still learning.
90 miles an hour trying to get out of here.
Yeah. The main focus right now is getting out of the state of Florida to get it, so, you know, everything's fine. But we do want to give you a tour of the inside and the outside when we understand it and we have it set up and we know it a little better. And this weekend is not that weekend.
Yeah, just trying to. I mean, we literally come down here with a suitcase, threw it in the front front stateroom, and we're living out of suitcases while we're trying to move, you know, going through training and all the provisions and everything. So it's been a pretty wild week. So we are having an absolute ball. So PBJ Adventures, please follow us and come along with us. Provide suggestions, comments, concerns, anything. Some of you may have already been to different parts of the country, this, that, or the other. We'd love to hear from you, this, that, or the other. Shout out to all of our friends on Facebook that we're watching already.
Exactly.
On YouTube and everything. We're not doing a YouTube page. Yeah, we're doing this YouTube video to show you, you know, to give out what are we doing. But outside of this, we're not going to be YouTubers. That's been done. So this is a Facebook page for us to hopefully sit back one day and say, wow, look what we did, you know.
Journal. It's a journal.
Yeah, a journal.
Journal.
And hopefully some of our friends can tag along. And again, you know, join us. And we'd love to have you guys. Unscripted, so, you know, short videos from time to time about what are we doing and things like that. But, you know, if you hear me say take two, just means I said something stupid. So, peace out. We love you guys.
Thank you. Welcome.
Anything else? I think that's all. We just wanted to give a shout out. Thank you very much. Y'all guys have a great day, and hopefully we're probably still 3-4 days from the house, but we're chugging along. See you guys.
Thank you.